That's better, apparently.
That's better? Alright, well we'll roll with that, guys. As I say, this is all a bit new to us, so as long as you can see us, that's better than not seeing us at all, I suppose. I guess, fire away if you've got any questions. We might try and find our first... Oh, look, he's got the shovel ready to go. Have you found something good already?
Probably 34 to dig up.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Andrew has marked out a really good target. I reckon you need to start.
I'll try and relay any questions. Bear with me if I'm multitasking and I miss any. I'll give it my best shot.
Someone coming up behind us. You're going to watch me dig now, are you?
We had a question. When you get permission from a landowner, do you give them everything you find, or does it depend?
It depends. You normally try to find out if they want anything at all, or sometimes they go, yeah, you can detect, but we want everything, so it's up to you whether you decide whether you want to detect it, or they just want to see what you've got and they don't care. So yeah, you got to talk about it first off, so there's no real surprises, because it is possible to find a sovereign, and that's actually when the fights could begin. So usually it's unlikely to find a sovereign, but if you go, okay, look, if we find one, we'll split it halves, or it's yours, or whatever. Some stuff they'll go, oh, that could have been my father's. That's theirs. Other times they just don't care, they just want to see what's in the ground. So yeah, that's the long-winded answer.
Thanks, Coffee Bush Kid. And Kathleen says, g'day the knee.
Hey, Kathleen!
Oh, what's he got? I'm going to be one of the audience.
No, that's way deep.
Well, while you're digging halfway to China,
Yeah.
I got something.
Maybe you should go have a look at that one.
Yeah. We'll give you a minute.
Yep.
I'm already on the board. Got myself a lovely 21 signal. I'm already quarter of the way to a coffee. Oh, and a special edition $1 at that. Nice. So that's the International Year of Older Persons $1. Fairly common. I have found quite a few of them lately. They all spend the same. It's a good start.
Mish says she's getting coffee. I say she's buying us all lunch.
Hey, look, if it goes that way, I won't complain.
You want to have a look in here? That's at nearly 6 inches deep. If you look down in there, see the bright shiny? You see that?
Yep.
Alright, I'm not going any further. That's a big piece of aluminium that we half thought it might have been, but that's about that long. So we can leave that, make it look like we've not been here.
That signal sounded so promising too.
It did.
Ah.
Andrew, Dig It Deb, she'd like to know if the harness makes a difference.
Yes, it does, but if you are in an area where there's multiple signals, you just keep clipping it, unclipping it, clipping it, unclipping it. After a while you just go, let's just not hook up. So if you're in a really trashy site with lots of signals there, I wouldn't worry about it. Keep changing from arm to arm. But if you're out in a field, out in the bush, you're just looking, then yeah, put it on and you can just go into sort of auto and away you go. And hello, Deb.
I think one day we need to actually do a collab with Deb as well.
I think
She's
so.
an absolute pleasure to hunt with. Guys, if you haven't seen Dig It Deb's channel, make sure you check that out after both our live streams too. She's forever giggling. She's an absolute delight to watch. So, free plug for you there, Deb.
Hi, Mitch and Andrew from Scotland.
Hey!
I
What we got
cried than
there?
you.
Hey, nice. G'day.
What time is it in Scotland?
Hey, get out of it. Doug McCaw says, thrips, hooray.
We can only hope, Doug. We can only hope.
I might go dig my penny up.
Yeah, you come on over. Might as well show them how we've indicated our targets here. So as I say, we had an extra 5-10 minutes before going live. So we've had a little bit of a sweep and a quick walk through. We hadn't dug anything prior to the stream starting. I don't know if you can see those sticks off in the distance. They're basically targets of interest. Andrew's got a cracking signal up on the hill here, so hopefully it's better than the can he's just come across. But I think that one's got a bit of promise.
Someone just asked if there's any gold in the river.
Yes, there is. We're actually on a spot where there was a minor gold rush. But you know, if we get gold, we're lucky, but we're not actually looking for it. And there we go. That's the curly tail of the silver pig. That'll be a piece of aluminium.
Oh no. Oh, okay. At least that's an interesting piece of aluminium.
Yeah.
Thanks for the tip about turning the phone sideways, but we got lots of complaints that way, so I guess it's all depending on what device you're watching on. So those on phones have asked us to turn it up this way, so I don't know.
Yeah. The problem is it locked the orientation when we started the stream, so I think you guys saw it on a 90-degree angle to what we were actually trying to broadcast. So we did try to do it landscape. These things do happen. We didn't really want to completely stop the stream and restart it, but maybe when we hop over to Andrew's stream part 2, we'll give it another shot. We'll see if we can get it to work. But apologies for that, guys.
G'day from Lewis Villarreal.
Oh, hello. How are you, Louise? Good to see you, mate. I'm really pleased. There were so many people I mentioned this stream to yesterday, and you all seem to have turned up in the chat today, so I'm very grateful. Let me know what time it is wherever you are. Ah, it's my turn to have some junk. Just a bottle cap for me this time.
Someone just asked if there's any crocs in the river.
Not at the moment. No crocs down this way. Where Andrew and I live, it's actually quite cool. You'll find them in the warmer areas of Australia, so we're pretty safe, don't worry.
But there are marauding leeches
Oh yes.
that you have to watch out for, but they're more in still water as well, so
Yeah.
as long as we don't get too close to this, we'll be laughing.
Hey, Rolf.
Hey, Rolf!
Hey, Rolf!
Hey!
How's work going, buddy?
Rolf just asked if I do all your filming.
No, if I'm out in the bush, it's me doing the filming. If there's B-roll and I seem to be in the B-roll, that's Viv. But Viv does all the editing stuff, so she, as I say, she applies all the magic and makes me look all right.
Whereas I'm just on my lonesome. I haven't managed to convince the hubby to be my videographer yet.
Hey!
Gary, metal detecting saying a quick g'day.
G'day, Gary.
Hey!
How you doing,
with
alright?
Hector.
Hey?
Hey!
Dances with Hector.
G'day,
Oh,
Deb!
How are ya?
Hey!
Lovely spot, she says.
We have so many Debs that
Yeah.
we have what's the group term for a group of Debs?
A collection of Debs.
A debutante of Debs, or
maybe. Or collectively they just could be known as the Debi.
The Debi.
We have a great following of Debi. Watch out for... Oh. Only go up to that one there. Mish will probably do that one.
Yeah, I got another stake about 2 metres behind you, Viv.
A little forked one.
Oh, and we've got this one that got knocked over. So, with any luck, this will be another Goldie for me. This is a 2021.
Are you guys really recording this with the phone up and down? Well, yeah, we're live right now.
Again, if you've just tuned in, we attempted to do this as a landscape video. For some reason, the orientation of the phone did not turn properly, and it just won't turn for us again. So we're just going to have to deal with it for this one. We do have a part 2 that will be happening on Andrew's channel. We will try to fix that, but please forgive us if we can't get it right this time. We'll go home, we'll do our research, and next time we'll be bigger and better than ever.
How many years has it taken to grow your beard, Andrew?
It has been trimmed multiple times, and a good COVID lockdown will always make it grow that little bit extra and bushier. But I was just thinking about that this morning. I probably had this style for at least, I don't know, 12, 13 years maybe. Very handy if you have hay fever.
Oh, I could take a while with this one, guys, because I have hit a patch of rocks.
You too?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see on camera, but it's just absolutely full of these stones. So whether this was a path originally.
Greetings from normally sunny Florida from Captain Jack.
Oh, g'day. How's it going? Sunny Florida. Now that would be a nice place to be right now. We are meant to be a couple of weeks off summer, but yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Rolf thought we were all standing sideways because we're on the far side of the world.
No, we're down under, we're upside down. We've just corrected that orientation for you guys. I don't know what this is, but I'm losing my patience very quickly.
Yeah, not mine.
Yeah, the things you don't see on camera typically.
Guy. Andrew, I think it's about time you put Mish on the gold in the largest alluvial gold field in the world.
I agree. I agree.
She has been up there.
I have.
We have to go back for a token that she believes she's found.
To me, it sounded like a really dodgy signal, and then after watching a few more of your videos and chatting to you afterwards, I realised I potentially missed a token on that day. And I swear if we went back to that site, I would be beelining straight for that spot. I still in my mind know exactly where it was. Yeah, it's probably going to be a can, but yeah, I will get back there one day. But we typically live so far apart that I would actually have to allocate a couple of days to make that trip, because it's not something I can just go up and go back in one day.
Yeah.
Whereas these guys travel a bit more than I do, so I've had the pleasure of catching up with them when they've come closer my direction. I could be another several minutes here, I think.
UFO pirate from Ohio wants to know where we are, because he's freezing where he is.
Well,
Trying to get this land.
yeah, we're down in the southern end of Australia, and it's meant to be nearly summer here. I got no idea what I've got. I'm about to crack a tanty with this one, guys. But
You got a lot of gravel.
yeah, there's a lot of gravel. But don't you hate it? You get this dilemma that you're right on a target, and the last thing you want to do is fill it in. But I've just seen the edge of a bottle cap, so there we go.
Well, you got it.
Oh, it's good old Red Eye energy drink. I don't know if they even make that anymore. Not exactly collectible. That's all right. We'll move on.
guys know Michael with Lost and Recovery?
No, but hello.
Sorry, which?
It was a question, do you guys know Michael from Lost and Recovery?
Vaguely. So I am friends with Down Under Dan, and sort of by extension, sort of know Michael through that. My intention is to go up to New South Wales at some point within the next year, catch up with Dan, potentially Michael as well, maybe do a couple of dives, a couple of beach hunts, that sort of thing. But yeah, great blokes. Really enjoy chatting to them. Yeah, you're about to trip over my next stick. My ultra professional marker there. I forget what this signal was. That was a 21-22. So
How
I
far
reckon,
down?
2 bars.
Oh, that's all right. Dig that one.
Yeah, I'm thinking that one might be further coffee fundage. And in delightful soft mud at that. Which is probably how it got lost in the first place. Close and yet so far.
Fingers crossed for coffee token.
Hey, hello, come on in for this one. I've found myself what appears to be a silver ring.
What?
It's seen better days. Look at the shape of it. But check out the stones.
Oh, cool as.
Far out.
Far out's a polite way of putting it.
And somebody,
Well, I am live. I need to put it politely.
and somebody had only just said, Mish, get on that silver. And there you go.
Oh, truly?
Yep.
Who said that? I want to thank them.
Sorry, can't remember.
Ah, well, thank you, Mystery Silver Wisher. I reckon I'll be able to straighten that one out with a bit of work.
Awesome.
But I wonder what the stones are. Like, they're probably just cubics or something, being a...
Great
I would
find, Mish, from Deb.
Yeah, thanks, Deb. Oh, wow. Well, there you go. That I did not expect.
On the board.
What I might even do, guys, is I'll get some proper footage of that with the GoPro too, and then when I put together a video of all our little exploits we've had over the last couple of days, we'll include a nice clear pic of that. So that's just awesome.
Andrew,
Yes.
the ground you usually dig looks as hard as a rock. Is that why you've got the stealth spade? Have you ever broken it?
So, the ground I usually dig, yes, is pretty hard. What was the next part of that?
Stealth spade.
Yeah.
Is that why you've got the stealth spade, and have you ever broken one?
Yeah. My first one I did break because I just made it out of a normal shovel. The one that I've got now is actually cast steel, so that would have been made around the 1900s. So it was just your normal flat top spade, and I actually, we can do it this way. There's the old Garrett kidney tickler, and my stealth spade is only an inch wider than that. The reason why I've kept it so narrow and pointed is because up round home there's a lot of quartz, there's a lot of stone. If I go into trashy areas, you know, you've got tin, you've got bottles, and you can just poke your way through, you can feel what's there, and then you go, yep, cool, and you can push it that extra bit, or you might be actually on a bottle, and the chances of a whole old bottle being in the ground up there is actually fairly high. So that's why I used the stealth spade. Once I went to the cast steel, I haven't broken it. In an open paddock, digging a big hole, it's not the best weapon of choice, but certainly in hard grounds, you can use it like a crowbar as well. Great, I love it. No one else has them on the market. There you go.
There you go.
And a question of what do you think of the noctamacro?
Oh, well, that looks exciting. I have to admit, I haven't had much of a chance to read up about it. So I did miss the live stream. It was at 2 a.m. my time. And I was going to be hunting with this one, so I kind of wanted my beauty sleep for that. But yeah, I'm keen to read into it. It does look very promising. Wait to see some field tests, I guess, as well. But yeah, it's good to see the technology still evolving and people still getting innovative with it. It's got a clock on it too, which I don't know. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? It's got a clock on it.
You should never have a clock on a detector.
Yeah.
Mainly because the reason is, yep, look, I'll be home in another 5 minutes, and you've got no excuse because there's a clock on the detector. If there's not one, sorry, I lost track of time there.
Yeah, no, the jury is out on that one.
Andrew, what pinpointer do you prefer?
Oh, I really couldn't say which one I prefer most, but yeah, most of them work all right. Some work a little bit better than others.
Subtle. Oh, I thought I had another stick, but I ran out of sticks. Oh no, I got a little stick. I reckon I'm going to have to make up a little set of like little cocktail toothpicks or something with tiny little flags on them so that I can use them like this. And just mark out a bunch of targets all at once. So that one is a 20, 21, oh no, is it? That's got a bit of depth to it, so we'll see. I don't know, it's a little bit shaky, could be a bottle cap. Now I think this might be my last target for this particular stream. As we did mention, this is a two-part live stream. The second part will be over on Andrew's channel. Now, to save you guys some time, in the description of this video you will actually find a direct link to that stream. Bear with us, we will try and get the orientation right, but again, if it goes straight up like this, please just forgive us on that one. A stream is better than no stream. Bit of depth to this one, alright.
Dave Digger Scotland, guys, what is each of your best ever finds?
Oh, I'm so torn whenever I'm asked this question actually, because, you know, define best. Is it most valuable? Is it oldest? For me, I like old coins, so some of my 1800s silvers would probably be my favourites. What about you, Andrew?
Oh, some of my 1800s golds are quite good too, but you can get other stuff that's just really amazing. I got a belt buckle one time, a cricket belt buckle, that had actually been repaired with a snake buckle. So I got a 2-for-1 deal on the whole,
Nice.
which is pretty cool. And then anything that you might find that's sentimental, it's great.
Yep. I just found junk, so it's a bit of a deflating finish there. But that's all right. We'll have part 2 coming up shortly, guys, so just allow us a couple of minutes to wrap this one up and head on over to the next stream. Again, link in the description of this video.